So is everybody in Miro? Everybody in Foundry?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, you guys want to give me a recap? Previously on Blade Runner, Auguries of Innocence.
Most of us, or some of us, were unconscious. Some of us were not. We had a fever dream and woke back up. I'm not looking at my notes. I'm sorry. I'm outside finishing a cigarette.
It's all good.
But yeah, in the Miro, we're all going somewhere.
Do you remember where Case is setting out to go? Did Case discover any clues last session? And then where is he aiming to go at the start of this session?
I know I'm going to Pearls Before Swine with Benebatch. We search an apartment? Did I search an apartment last episode?
You went to Bull of Bob's.
Oh, okay. I talked to Bull of Bob about the patch, and I got info about that. Okay. I think Pearls Before Swine was a clue somebody else found. Like, previous.
I do think that Case was there. It was Case and Benebatch found that clue, but yeah, it was not the most recent session, but 2 sessions ago. The guy who hanged himself, it was in his apartment. Inigo, do you remember any clues that Benebatch discovered?
I don't think he really discovered... Oh shit, what did I do? He didn't really discover much. He went to the waiter's place of residence and that guy was not there.
Mm-hmm. Trevor Simmons.
So he just like mostly learned stuff about that guy. He did, well, I guess he did get those couple words, miscellaneous unconnected words for now, but they seem to be we seem to be hearing, they seem to be popping up, we seem to be hearing them throughout the case, so they might be important.
Mm-hmm. Crash, did Xavier discover any clues last session?
Let's see, I think checking my notes. We learned about, Xavier learned about the fake delivery guy who dropped the bomb off. Learned that he was a human who went by Charles Luger, who was a heroin addict, human sympathizer / supremacist, and had also had been charged with aggravated assault. He supposedly was delivering things for Watagarusu Express, and we actually have a known address, if you wanted to investigate him.
My notes say that Xavier is going to Charles Lugar's apartment.
Yeah. To Charles Lugar?
Charles Lugar.
His Lugar, his place.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. And I think we also found some stuff about DeMarco, the art dealer.
What'd you find?
But yeah. that he is a regular at Early Q's, which is a club in Nightclub Row, and that he will be having hosting a gala for replicant painters in like 2 days. So yeah, we have an opportunity to apply some pressure and question him at that gala.
Yeah, that is correct. I'm going to make a minor tweak. It is not 2 days, it is in 2 shifts. So shift 3 of day 3.
Okay, cool.
And Kay, Kimiko, how was Kimiko's first day on the job?
Hectic. Everyone was asleep. We had to try to wake people up, question people, and basically everything they just said. And now Kimiko wants to figure out who Styles' handler at the LAPD is, because it's suspicious that he hasn't been deactivated. I think that's it. Is there anything else?
Just that they were all in a shared. All the Blade Runners were in a shared dream, with the exception of Xavier. So the only thing worth noting.
And then we talked a bit, and then of course the autopsy. That it was like probably not. Well, like really leaning towards not suicide.
Yeah, Richards.
Yes, there you go.
Cool. All right, with that, we shall begin. All right, so my notes say Benebatch and Case will both meet at Pearls Before. Xavier's going to Charles Lugar's Lugar. And Kimiko is going to investigate who Styles' handler is at LAPD. So I'm going to wait on the Kimiko one to just give Keesley some time, because I think the two of you are going to team up since you're both investigating Styles. So let's start with Benebatch and Case. All right, it's early morning on day 3. You guys make it to the Moonlight Heights apartment. I got a photo for you. Let me just put it up. So yeah, this looks like a, like the Blade Runner style. It's in an apartment, high rise, and you find his apartment unit, 1304. So
Who's going?
yeah, Case and Benebatch.
I thought we were going to Pearls Before Swine, the barbecue house.
Oh, right. Sorry. My mistake. Sorry.
Yeah.
In that case, let me get that photo up. All right. Yeah, you guys make it to Pearls Before. So you find it's the, again, Blade Runner style of a kiosk. Whoops. Where's that? Anyway. Yeah, so it's just a kiosk, like a street vendor, food stall kind of situation going on. There aren't too many people here. In fact, it almost looks completely deserted. How did the two of you get there? Did you guys each drive your spinners, or?
Yeah, I think we were. Well, I was leaving from Bullet Bob's, and I don't think anybody was with me, and I would have been taking my spinner.
Okay. And Benebatch, you also drove your spinner, flew your spinner?
Yeah, we met up there, I believe.
All right, so yeah, the two of you park. You guys get there basically around the same time. So yeah, you just see this kiosk. And you see some people standing outside. They're kind of doing that thing where they cup their eyes to like look through glass. Oh, I think they're closed, the woman says to the man standing next to her. And he says, yeah, this place is never open. They got the weirdest hours. All right, you want to go get Mr. Rice, guys? Again? We just had that. Well, what else do you want? All right, fine. Yeah, we'll go get it. And then they wander off.
It is like early in the morning. Is it like 6 a.m. or like 4 a.m.?
I'm going to say it's probably closer to 6, 7.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna walk up, or Case will walk up, and also cup his eyes and see what he can see.
Yeah, inside you just see almost like the arrangement of like a food truck. It's very cramped. There are flat grills and Blade Runner equivalent of a microwave. It's just looks like an ordinary food stall.
I will turn to Benebatch and say, "Oh, hello, detective. Looks like they're closed."
Closed, but does it look like anybody's at home?
I don't think so.
You guys get the urge to walk the perimeter. And as you do see here on the right of this photo, it's like a little, like an apartment intercom system.
I'll buzz it and say, "Is it like a speak-through thing, or is it just a bell?"
Yeah, it's like it has like the buzzer, but then there's like a little screen, and the screen types some words out, and then there's like a tone, like like you're leaving a voicemail.
I'm gonna take my hand off the thing and not say anything.
And then when you take your hand off of it, the text disappears and the screen goes black.
I'll show the paper to Benebatch as well. Or read it out to him. Sorry. To see the world. I don't know what to make of this. Maybe I need some coffee. I'm going to look around from the outside and see if I see any kind of like Robin in a cage symbology anywhere around near.
You can roll me an observation. You don't see anything that overt. The only thing of any note is this intercom system. Specifically the sound of the tone, like an answering machine.
So wait, is there a message on? You said it's like an answering, like the tone.
Yeah, you know, like at the tone, please record your message. Beep.
So does that mean that there's a message there that can be listened to?
Or maybe a password that needs to be said. And remember, Kay, you're on the KIA, so if you have any ideas, you're on speakerphone with your teammates.
I know.
Just in case you want to jump in and you feel like you can't.
Oh, okay. Then I don't know what the password would be. I'm sorry.
I'll try something, because why not? Case will press the button again. Does the same
The text appears, yeah.
message,
And then you hear the beep.
is the same message read?
It's just in like generic, like green computer text.
Hourglass?
Gesture.
What did you say?
The message that, like, is it an hourglass to see the world in a grain of sand? An eternity in an hour? Hold infinity in the palm of your hand? That sounds like an hourglass. But I don't know what they
Not a
have in
riddle. If you say
Oh.
hourglass, nothing happens. And then, well, actually, you say hourglass, and then the text changes to incorrect password.
I'm bad at it.
I must be having connectivity problems. I'm missing things.
Uh-oh.
What else was didn't we have a flyer? I think someone had found some kind of flyer with the logo.
Yeah.
Maybe was there some text on that flyer?
Is it coming through? Is my voice coming through now?
Yeah, we can hear
Okay,
you.
cool. Case will hold down. Hello. Hold down the buzzer, and when the opportunity for a password comes, he will say a robin redbreast in a cage.
The screen turns green, and it says password accepted. And then the door
Haha.
opens.
Oh. That's still too obvious.
Gotta throw some William Blake in there, or else it wouldn't be Blade Runner.
Yeah, because like I immediately wanted to just look that up on the internet and find out what the fuck is going on, but that felt like cheating.
Well, I appreciate you not doing
Right.
that. But yeah, that's literally the next line in the poem.
Yeah, nice. We got there. We got there. We figured it out.
All right.
So I do like reading it and I'm like, okay, Jestro's incorporating some like literature stuff, and now I'm feeling guilty for not reading more. Got to figure this out.
They set the precedent in the other two. Like they had The Tiger by William Blake, and then I forget what the last one had. It had another William Blake poem.
And the game had The Poison Tree by William Blake.
Oh yeah.
I missed the tiger. Aw.
Yeah, it was just like a poem that was like in one of the apartments.
Yeah, I think the same one is in the first Blade Runner, right?
Not sure. There might be, yeah.
Oh, you mean the movie's not in the current RP? Never mind.
Yeah, the movie. Yeah.
But also in the games that we played in the first two case files, they always have like a William Blake poem, but that's because they were in the movie. Anyway, pause real quick. Keesley, how's work?
Boring.
Also, you'll be happy to know, maybe you already talked about this, but Crash saw 28 years later.
Did you like it, Crash?
I did like it.
He even liked the ending.
You didn't like the ending,
I did.
Jestro?
I did like it.
Okay. Because
But
you
that was
said
like
that like you didn't, so.
No, I'm just, because that was like the biggest like negative, when I would see reviews, a lot of people did not like the ending.
Well,
No.
maybe they just, I hate to be that guy, but maybe they didn't understand it. Because I didn't understand it at first, but I still liked it. But after I read, like, who they were imitating, it did make more sense.
Yeah.
And it is more
Power
fucked
Rangers
up.
or something.
So,
Mm.
I didn't know about that guy.
Maybe you have to tell me at another
Jimmy
time.
Seville.
All I know is he was that kid at the beginning of the movie. And he was like torturing people throughout the movie. Anyway, yeah, so the door opens and there are stairs leading down below the kiosk.
Now, what did I miss, by the way?
Case and Benebatch we stalled. Case and Benebatch are at Pearls Before, and that's it. They just solved the entry puzzle, and now they're heading inside.
Okay.
So yeah, the door opens and you see stairs leading down beneath the kiosk into a basement.
Case will turn to Benebatch and say, shall we? He's going to pull his gun out. All right. Case will walk down the stairs. Slowly, quietly, if he can.
Yeah.
All right, Benebatch, what are you doing?
will follow. Do the same.
Okay, guns out.
Yes.
All right, when you guys get down to the bottom of the stairs, it stinks down here, like sweat, blood, piss, shit. It's just it's gross. Let's see.
Good thing I'm on speakerphone and not there. Basically.
was going to make you guys roll something like a constitution, but I think you guys are used to it by now. Yeah, so at the bottom of the stairs, it opens up into a large room, tiled floors. It's dimly lit. There are piles of clothes everywhere, and yeah, it stinks in here.
Are there any other footsteps? Any signs of other people being here? From what I can see?
No, it's eerily silent in here and empty.
Can someone hang up a coat?
Can you get a little closer to your mic? I didn't really hear that.
I said, did someone hang up a coat?
Yeah, it's like just clothes have been discarded. So some of them are hung up, some of them are in piles on the floor.
And I assume there's like blood on these clothes?
Yep. Some of them are, urine and other bodily fluids.
Is it just the one room, or is there another way? Does it go farther, or are
It
there
goes
any
farther,
other?
yeah. There's another door, and the only other thing in here of note is an incinerator.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to walk towards that door. I'm going to sneak up on that door.
Okay. Benebatch?
Yeah, I'll watch Case's back and do the same.
Okay. Right, Case. You approach the door. How do you handle it? How do you interface with it, so to speak?
I'm going to listen to see, like, at the jam. Is it like a heavy door? Is it wood? Is it metal?
It's actually like, those doors to like industrial refrigerators or industrial freezers.
Okay.
So it's got like that latch.
Yeah, the big like silver pull handle thing.
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna.
slightly ajar, and inside you do hear some chopping of a wet object.
Okay. I wish I grabbed the shotgun from the spinner, but I'm gonna hold my gun up, be ready to snap it out, and I'm gonna put my hand on the door. I'm gonna look back at Benebatch, make sure he's ready, and unless he stops me, I'm gonna throw this door open, like put out my gun, and throw the door open, jump in the room, and say, "LAPD, fuck freeze."
All right, I'm going to give Benebatch. What are you going to do? You have like a moment before Case does that. Anything you want to say?
No, I'm just. We're doing this together. So.
All right, remind me, what gun do you have?
I have the big one.
Okay. And Case, you have the smaller one, or you have the big one as well?
I have the blaster.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah. So you open the door, And you're in the freezer. You see racks of meat suspended from meat hooks. And as you shout, LAPD, don't fucking move, or whatever you said, you do notice somebody in the corner of your eye.
Mm-hmm. Is it our old pal?
It's euphoric.
Oh, God. It's the yellow bastard. Is it Styles?
No, it's not. You've never seen this guy before.
Okay.
He looks at you guys and says, wow, the pigs came to the slaughterhouse all by themselves.
Hands up. Don't move. Drop the knife.
Like, all right. And he gives it like one with the big, butcher cleaver. He just one more whack, and it's like stuck in the cutting board. And he wipes his hands on his apron. Benebatch, give me an observation. Right, yeah, to you it just looks like he's wiping his hands on his apron. But what he really did is he whipped out his gun. He had a gun hidden in the front of his, his pants, hidden by his apron. So he's gonna fire it off. You guys can react however you want. But if you roll a mobility, because Benebatch didn't notice it, you're gonna be at disadvantage.
Now, what happens? Is there a situation where you get double disadvantage?
I don't think so.
Or is it just the one?
I think for just disadvantage, you just roll one die. You don't roll the two.
Okay. Yeah, because I have armor. That's also, I think, a disadvantage on mobility.
Okay, then yeah, I think you would just roll just like normal.
And then do we would I, if I wanted to just like take the shot, would I be able to like roll with advantage or something? Because like my reasoning is like we already have our guns trained on him, and if he goes to drop, then that's like a little. I mean, obviously I know it's like a split second thing, but I feel like we're already aimed. He still has to aim and shoot.
Yeah,
All we gotta do is squeeze the trigger.
Yeah, so if you roll firearms, you don't get the penalty. It's just for mobility, like trying to dodge.
Okay.
So yeah, if you guys want to roll, I'm going to roll his firearms, and then you guys can roll whatever you want to do. But yeah, if it's mobility, if you're trying to like duck or dodge the bullet, that's at disadvantage. But as Inigo pointed out, since you guys already have your guns trained on him, also you guys can actually have advantage to that. All right, so he pops one off. It wouldn't have hit you guys anyway, but.
Cool.
But Case still dodged it. All right, Benebatch, what are you doing? All right, you shoot towards him. One of the meat ribs or whatever they are, one of the big meat slabs hanging behind him takes the bullet. Wow. And then with that, I will want you guys to actually roll a proper initiative. Just remember how to do this.
No Skywind today?
No, he never. I messaged him. He never replied. Oh, wait, that's not right. Wait a minute. How do I do this? I don't fucking remember how to do this. All right, Witch, just grab one of the cards and go from there. I don't.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So Benebatch is first, and then Case, and then this butcher. Okay, Benebatch, what are you doing?
I'll take another shot.
Okay. Alright, he gets a chance to roll, and you can push. He gets a chance to roll mobility. So, you gonna push? Or you gonna just? Okay, you are.
Yeah, I'll push.
Nice. Oh, they cancel each other out. So. Dang. Or you go to shoot at him, but because you got one success and one failure, and he got one success, your bullet whizzes by him but doesn't hit him. Case, you're up next.
How far apart are we?
You could get to him in
How
one.
big is the room?
The room's not huge. You guys are in the same. Like if this was a chase, you guys are in the same space.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's like a large walk-in freezer,
Yes.
like a butcher. Okay.
Yeah. Like imagine you guys are at the entrance and he's like around the chopping table.
Okay. Hmm. I'm gonna tackle him.
Okay, give me a. You can either do force or maybe mobility. I think force would be the one.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, he's gonna try and juke you out with a mobility, but you grab him.
Hell yeah.
All right, it's his turn. He's gonna try and break free with a force, so you can do a force back. And yeah, you hold him. He tries to break out, but because he got one success and one failure, he can't get out of how you have him pinned down. And then we switch back to Benebatch. What are you doing?
I guess I'll just keep walking towards it, just firing.
You're gonna fire at him? Case does have him pinned down, so I just want to be sure.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe
We
not
are-
pinned down, but whatever. You describe how you did it. I may have missed it.
I tackled it. Like I.
Okay, yeah. So he's on the ground.
You ran at him. Okay.
I think my last thing before he shot was like the dodge. So I'm gonna say I John Woo dove at him, tackled this dude.
Fuck yeah. And there were pigeons in the freezer for some reason.
Yeah.
Doves.
But they're like frozen, so they just go.
Yeah, then I guess I'll prepare some cuffs.
Okay. So yeah, if you guys cuff him, that'll conclude the combat because he's gonna stop putting up a fight. And on the KIA, Yoko and Kimiko and Xavier and Kato, even though he's not here, they all hear, LAPD, freeze! Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I got him.
Yeah. There's gonna be a lot of stop resisting and watch the gun, watch your gun. But yeah, I stand him up. I want to question this dude, but I don't want to be in the this weird freezer, or in the room of death.
Okay.
So I'm gonna call him back up to the inside of the barbecue restaurant.
He's gonna say, I don't have anything to say to you until I talk to my lawyer. I'm just doing my job.
Did you guys say barbecue joint? I think they're eating people. This is like the barber of.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it out loud, but that's what it looks like to me. If I had to guess. What's up with all the clothes?
He looks away, looks at the ground, and he says, I know my rights. I'll tell you everything you need to know when my lawyer's at my side and I'm taken into custody.
Sidebar. Have we all eaten from this place before? Because. No.
What's Benebatch doing? Did he follow me up the stairs? Is he still down in the freezer?
Yeah, I would have. Yeah, it helps you cuff the guy and get him up the stairs. But I'm also like, I want to catalog this not crime scene, but like, whatever.
You taking photos on the KIA? Or
Yeah,
how you doing that?
taking photos. Yeah, I guess.
All right, as you're taking photos of this room and probably the other room, you take of the meat, of the cleaver, of the clothes, all this. Surprisingly, there are no forms of identification in any of the pants or anything like that. But as you go to take a photo of the incinerator, you do see something inside. Like the fire's been out. It's still a little warm, but it's not a raging flame. And you see something plastic, burnt in plastic in the incinerator. All right, Benebatch, what do you do now?
I will, I guess, very carefully, like, see if I have like a pen or something, and pick it up in a little baggie. Do that little like bag it for evidence kind of thing.
Yeah. All right, yeah, you do. And that's all you really find in here of note, other than the photos that you took.
Yeah, I guess I assume that Benebatch spent a good deal of time like collecting like maybe like samples of the clothes and then like the swabs of the floor, samples of the meat.
Yeah, if you guys can bring as much DNA back, we can run it in the labs.
Yeah, I'll call LAPD and see if we can get this place like cordoned off.
Okay. Yeah, the Digi assistant operator takes your call and says, we'll have a unit sent out right away.
Okay. There any documents? No papers? Anything like that?
No.
So wait, did you guys apprehend the suspect or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, nice. And they're still breathing, right?
Yeah. We actually got this one alive.
Cool. Great job. Great work.
Actually, this one?
Doesn't always go down like that.
Benebatch was quick with the cuffs. Hey, you're lucky, punk. Case is gonna say to the dude.
Right, so what do you guys do now?
Case is gonna turn to Benebatch and I guess we'll. Do you wanna take him or do you want me to take him? I think we should BK this guy.
Is he? Did we check his eye? Is he a skin job?
Yeah. Hey, get over here. We want to see your eye. I'll hold him if Benebatch wants to check.
Do you?
Yeah.
Right, yeah, Benebatch uses his KIA to run an eye scan and comes up human.
Well, you did pull a firearm on a police officer, so you're going to get booked for now. You're a part of this investigation. And I'll throw him in. I don't know if you have anywhere else to go, but I'll run this guy down to processing.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so where's Benebatch going?
So as he's putting the perp in the car, Benebatch will say, watch your feet after he slams it into the perp's feet. And then he'll get in his own car. Well, I guess we're gonna go question him at the precinct, or
It's my assumption.
Yeah, I'll throw him in the back of the car, and then I guess you and I can have a little rap session. And I guess GM question is lockup for regular people at Rep Detect? Are we in the same building as the regular LAPD?
You guys are. You're just in a different wing.
Okay.
So Case said he's going to definitely do the interrogation. Benebatch, you may also, if you want. But if you'd like to wait to see what the other two groups come up with, and maybe you want to change or you want to go for shift 2, that's also fine.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
All right. With that, we will switch to Yoko and Kimiko. You guys begin shift 1 at LAPD. Yoko, you just woke up from your coma, if you remember, and Kimiko is there. She was monitoring you.
So am I in some kind of clinic or something?
Yeah. Kind of looks like one of those like sleep research labs.
So she gets up with the start. Sure, her hair's all messed up, and she's not looking her best, and she's looking very frazzled.
I guess that makes more sense than Kimmy like brushing her hair and putting ribbons in it. Kimmy, Yoko, you're awake. How do you feel?
I feel like shit. What the hell just happened? Last thing I remember was Benebatch saying it's a bomb.
Yeah, that's about checks out. So a bomb went off, and you guys had a shared dream. Kind of weird. Kind of real weird. give her like a recap of what we saw in the dreams.
She shakes her head and says, I don't have time for this weird crap. We need to figure out what the hell's going on.
So I'm okay. So I'm guessing that she doesn't know that like where everybody else is. So I guess I'll give her a rundown of like where they've gone. Huh?
You can do it in character if you want.
Oh, okay, because it just seems like a lot of information. Okay. So Benebatch and Case went to the Pearls Before BBQ House to
that's happening right now. So this is what you guys were doing. It's like a meanwhile. So while the two of you are out doing whatever you're going to do, you'll hear the gunshots. So
okay, got it. Never mind that. So we're all kind of splitting up to follow some leads. Benebatch and Case are going to the Pearls Before Swine, and I thought it'd be great if you and we would go figure out like who Styles' handler is, because he's still alive, and that's kind of weird, right? Yoko?
It's weird, but I suppose it's not unheard of.
It's not?
I was just about to grab my purse and go see the man myself.
Wait, what do you mean it's not unheard of that... I mean, they should all be deactivated, right? He's an old model.
Well, I think it's a little naive to assume that there wouldn't be some sort of plants within the resistance movement. I could see somebody above our pay grade assigning someone who would otherwise be retired to such a thing.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense, don't you think?
It does, but I think that's why we should definitely figure out who that person might be and what their plans for Styles is.
That is a good point. Hopefully we could find something in the mainframe.
Do you want me to give you a moment so that you can get ready before we go? I assume you would like some coffee.
She shakes her head and she's going to grab her jacket and she says, I've wasted enough time sleeping already.
Oh, shit.
Right. Well, let's get going then.
So she will follow Kimiko to the mainframe.
Just so I'm clear, you guys are going to spend this shift at LAPD? Or are we just setting up that you're gonna head out?
I think we're gonna. You can jump in whenever, Kimiko or Yoko. But so I think we're going to go to the mainframe, see what we can find, and then we might head out during the shift. If initially, Kimiko wants to stay in the LAPD just to basically try to feel things out for who the handler is. But if the leads take them somewhere else, they might go. That makes sense.
Yeah, because you're only supposed to be in one location per shift. I was just allowing you guys to do a setup here. So if this is all just going through the motions in order to find out where Styles is, then you guys will spend the shift at Styles.
What do you want to do? Easy.
Well, I had wanted to go to Styles' apartment.
Yeah.
That's why I'm asking. Because
Okay, then this is a setup.
Just a setup.
I also forgot.
So
what
you
to
so
do.
I-
grab his details off the computer and
Yeah. And so you find his details off the computer. You find his new residence, which has been I forget the term they use, but it's like sanctioned by LAPD. It's actually in the same building that that guy Richards hanged himself.
Mm.
sorry, could you repeat that?
It's in the same building that the guy Richards committed suicide or was found dead.
Oh, okay. Is it anywhere near where Iris lived before?
Iris. Which one's that?
That dancer in the first case? She lived in that one building?
No.
Okay.
This is in like the big, not the old buildings. This is like the one Ryan Gosling lives in.
Okay. So they go to the Ryan Gosling apartment building, and she looks like she is on a mission, as she is going straight up to his door, and she just starts banging on it with a closed fist, just smashing her fist against the door.
There's no answer.
She's gonna say, Styles, you don't answer this door, it's gonna cause bigger problems for you.
Still no answer. But then from one of the neighboring doors, you hear a voice, and the door kind of opens kind of slightly. Hey, yeah, that guy. I haven't seen him in like a week or two.
She's gonna look at Kimiko and look back at the guy and say, then it sounds like he needs a wellness check, and she's gonna try to kick the door open.
All right. We have, what is that? Horse?
Yeah.
Kimiko is gonna get her first aid kit ready just in case Yoko hurts her leg.
She's gonna push it. Damn it.
Maybe it's
She's gonna push again.
Yoko.
Okay. She got broken by stress. She's really upset.
Yoko-san, can I try?
I have to roll on a table or something, right?
Yeah, let me grab. Where's my book? I find it. Page 75. Okay. Please roll me a D6. Okay, time to die. You lose the will to live and simply collapse on the ground. You just can't force yourself to do anything at all, even to the point of putting your own life in jeopardy due to your inaction.
Okay. So she just turns away from the door and she presses her back against the wall and just like slowly slides down until she's in a seated position and is just staring blankly ahead.
Kimiko would like to use her medical aid to help Yoko recover.
It says here that you may make a manipulation roll to help your companion come to their senses.
Oh, okay.
And if the roll is successful, the targeted character recovers immediately, regaining resolve equal to the number of eyeballs that you roll.
I do not have very high manipulation, but it will try my best.
It's not enough.
So I guess Kimiko tries to give Yoko a pep talk, but she's just like catatonic.
Yoko said it's okay. We can. It's just a door. You know what they say about doors? When one door closes, there's like a window. Yoko.
There's no response. She's just staring silently ahead, seemingly defeated on a spiritual and literal level.
Damn. And the people on the KIA may also try these manipulation roll that says,
Friends, I need your help. Yoko-san's broken down.
Yoko's okay.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Fuck it.
No.
Oh.
So
Gotta know,
Xavier
what do you
fails
say?
horribly at a pep talk, I guess.
What did you say?
Yeah, what did you say?
Xavier's just like, it's okay. It doesn't matter. Nothing really even matters. Nothing matters. You don't matter. I don't matter.
All
Fuck
we
it.
are is dust in the wind.
Exactly. Yeah, we're here one day and we're gone the next day, and it never even mattered. So whatever. See, doesn't that help?
Like tears in the rain.
Oh no.
Inigo,
Okay.
Yoko is broken, and so she needs a pep talk. And you do that by making a successful manipulation roll, but it seems like everybody is failing. And unfortunately, Case, that origami canceled one out. Oh, okay, so Benebatch, you do manage to get one success. So,
Origamis don't cancel out eyes, remember?
oh, okay, then yeah. So Case and Benebatch, you guys, I'll let you RP it, but Yoko, you'll regain 3 resolve.
Okay. I really want to hear Benebatch's pep talk.
Yes.
It was just probably gonna be something very simple, like sometimes shit happens. That's it.
Still better than nothing matters, right? Yeah.
What does Case say?
I think Case would have probably, his part would have been nudging Benebatch, like, maybe we should say something. Maybe you should say something. And holding it up.
Hey, Yoko, I got Benebatch on the line.
She finally straightens. She says, "You're right, sir. Shit does happen sometimes."
Kimiko's just there in disbelief.
Yeah. At least it worked.
It's been a rough 24 hours.
Out of character. So for broken, as far as I can find in the rule book, there's like broken by damage, but I cannot find broken mentality. Where would I?
Stress. It was page 76.
Okay. I will look that up. But okay. He's feeling better, Yoko-san?
I suppose. Maybe we can get the key from the manager.
Hey, but we could also try to lockpick it, no?
If you're good at that sort of thing, then sure. I'm certainly not. Do you
that
have?
would be. Sorry, go on.
It'd probably be tech.
I think so too. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I can.
Go on then, give it a whirl and let's see what happens.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's number one.
I totally did think of an alternate pep talk.
Oh?
Just now in my head.
What
Like,
was
in my head, it's like Benebatch doesn't realize he's giving a pep talk, and so he's just like talking to this mustard stain on his tie. And he's just like, when I first saw you, I really hated you. But after I got to know you for a while, I noticed you really bring the ensemble together. I can't really imagine this whole setup existing without you. And he's just like talking to a mustard stain.
That's perfectly in character for him.
It is.
All right, Kimiko, you want to tell us how you pick the lock?
Is it a mechanical or is it electronic?
Yeah, it's a mechanic, like just a normal, like a deadbolt kind of thing.
Kimiko takes out a lockpick set and she starts to pick it while just talking absentmindedly. Yoko, he's absolutely right. Things just happen and click. Oh, we're in. She works better when she's distracted. If she was focusing, it wouldn't be working. And then so she opens the lock and just opens the door. Okay, let's go in. Like as if it's like nothing.
Yoko is going to pull out her gun and have it ready as she follows Kimiko in.
Art, inside you guys find a empty apartment. It's like nobody ever moved in here. You check the fridge, there's nothing in it. You check the cabinets, they're empty. There's, other than the like couch and bed that are bolted in like a prison, there's like no furniture, no sheets, nothing.
Oh, I just realized I can fold origami to help with a stress point, so I'll do that next time.
I think that's just for yourself, though.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, there's another ability called Counselor where you can replenish another person's stress.
No, she's not that kind of doctor. All right. So Kimiko's gonna let Yoko go first because she has no firearms. And Yoko, I'm gonna look through any computers and the bedroom to see if there's anything they might have left behind.
Okay, I'll take a look around here, although it seems like there's nothing to look at. But she's gonna see if there's any clue anywhere. The whole living room, whatever rooms Kimiko's not checking, she's gonna check.
Give me observation, please.
Nada.
Okay.
I'm checking for any hidden compartments because if he wasn't using this for living, he might. There must be a reason why it's here, right? Unless, do you have any other ideas, Yoko?
That is a good question. She's trying to think about what any further implications of this might be.
Should I use? What?
Maybe use insight or something? Can I use
Yeah, I was going to ask if I should use insight or observation, but I think insight is better, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
yep.
so.
That looks like an eye.
All right, repeat the question you're trying to find insight on, just so I can give you the proper response.
She's trying to determine what motives Styles might have for maintaining this apartment.
Probably
this
just
state.
obligation. Yeah, probably just. It's obvious he doesn't live here, or if he does, he's not trying to get comfortable. You think maybe it's because he's going to flee, or maybe he believes that his time could end at any moment.
So it doesn't. So it's not that it doesn't look like anybody doesn't live here. It just that they don't. It's not like a home. So would there still be like clothing and stuff, like a hotel almost in like his closet?
No, it's like completely empty.
Okay.
And also, Kimiko, give me an observation for the rooms that you checked to see if you found any hidden clues.
One eye.
Yeah. Yoko, your intuition tells you there's got to be something here. You're just not. Styles must have hidden it very well.
Can she try to give a more thorough look around?
Sure.
Okay.
Are you gonna smoke your pipe and do the quiet contemplation? From Dolmenwood? Okay, so yeah, you do find something. It's in the closet, like the wardrobe. It's like a tiny little card that looks like it had fallen out and just was like Styles himself didn't even notice that he misplaced it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a tiny little like business card.
MasterCard. I mean, Omni.
What does it say on the business card?
It says
On
on ramp.
On ramp?
Yeah, you know, like to get onto the freeway.
Is that all that it says?
Yeah.
She shows it to Kimiko and she says, does this mean anything to you?
Would I roll? What do I roll for if I remember anything?
You can roll insight.
Okay.
Also, don't forget you guys are on speakerphone.
I have a question for you, the GM, and then a question for them. I guess that would be a follow-up question. But do replicants go to the bathroom? They still
Yes.
use the bathroom, right? Because they still
Yeah.
eat and stuff.
Oh, I didn't want to be racist by asking
Has-
about that stuff.
Has the bathroom ever been stocked at all?
Stocked? Yeah, there'd be toilet paper there.
Okay.
And if you were to
It's
check
a
the
hell of a
bathtub, you'd
statement to
find a
not ever
little
use.
snake scale. I'm just kidding.
A hell of a statement to not ever use like your bathroom. Like if you're not going to use a house.
Yeah, it's definitely. There's one or two rolls if they were to check the bathroom.
Yoko, you found the card where again?
She's gonna show her the drawer.
But what? Sorry. But where was the drawer?
Yeah, it was in the wardrobe.
Okay. You know. And then so everybody, we found a card with a staircase, and there is a red circle behind the staircase, and at the bottom of this symbol there is in lowercase the word on ramp. No spaces. Does that ring a bell to any of you?
In the time that we've been in the city, would we have seen a billboard with that?
I'm sure you would have, yeah. Or
Okay.
maybe not a billboard, but maybe you've seen ads in newspapers and things like that.
I know it's one of the notes that the waiter had like written down.
Yeah, if any of the guys on the KIA want to make a... Oh, never mind. You guys can't because you're on the KIA. I was going to say you can make an insight, but...
Yeah.
Sorry.
What material is the business card made out of? Is it or what shade of off-white? What's the words I'm looking for?
Eggshell.
Eggshell, or is it,
Eggshell. I was gonna say.
or is it bone white?
Probably eggshell. Just a cheap card stock.
It's like paper.
And with that, you guys don't find anything. Yoko, you feel that although it's disappointing that there's not much here, you feel like Styles is a thorough enough guy to where he would probably cover up his tracks. So this must have just been an oversight on his part.
Okay, so she's gonna upload that into the KIA database.
All right.
And she's gonna send him. She's gonna say to the others that she found this clue, and if they could look at it at their earliest convenience.
Okay. And then if either of you have an idea of where you want to go for the next shift, you can start thinking about that. But I'm going to switch over to Xavier.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right, Xavier. You're going to, what's his name's apartment?
To
Lugar?
yes, Lugar.
Chucky Lugar? Is it Lugar?
Charlie Lugar.
Yeah, it's Moonlight Heights, apartment 1304, Sector 4, Chinatown.
Yep.
All right, as you get there, it's another apartment building, but this one looks like it's all... it's not like independent housing. This one actually almost kind of looks like a halfway house, like a facility almost.
Okay.
And when you walk in, there's a woman at the reception. She's like sitting behind the reception desk, almost like if it was like a hotel, like the people you check in with.
Yeah. Like a front
Okay.
desk
Yeah, like a front
lady.
desk
Yeah.
lady.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like an apartment.
But you notice she is wearing scrubs.
Okay. Xavier walks up to the desk. And he says, "Hi, I'm Xavier. By chance, could you? Yeah, I noticed you have scrubs on. Is this some kind of facility, like health, clinic or halfway home?"
Yes, it is.
Cool. Are you familiar with someone named Charles Lugar?
I'm sorry, do you have a form of identification?
Yeah. I have my badge right here. And Xavier pulls out his LAPD badge and shows it to the lady.
Oh, my mistake. Oh, yes, officer. I'm sorry, I should have known because of the trench coat, but yes,
No worries. Yeah.
I do know Chucky.
Not Chucky. Okay. Yeah. Do you know if he happens to be in his apartment right now? I'd like to have a quick chat with him.
He's supposed to be. Although I will say, Chucky's a very charismatic fellow. He's always going off with a new girl.
Oh, I
Did
see.
something happen?
Just I don't know. There was some sort of delivery mix-up. I don't know if he's holding down a job right now, but
Delivery mix-up.
yeah.
No, that's not right. We keep strict records of all the patients here, and she's got a little computer terminal, and she pulls up his information, and you do see that it shows unemployed. Chucky is, I believe the term he uses, time blind. He has time blindness, which makes it difficult to hold down a job.
I see. Yeah. In that case, unfortunately, I think someone may have is accusing him of fraud, of impersonating someone that is actually employed. So, I just need to ask him a few questions.
Sure thing.
Confirm that it's even him. It might not be. Just want to have a real, cool, conversation with him. Yeah. Is there anything that I should be worried about as far as his personality? Is he aggravated? Has he been aggravated lately?
Well, yes, but we've kept him on lithium for quite a while, so it shouldn't be an issue. But, if the patients don't want to take their medication, there's only so much the nurses can do. But yeah, let me escort you up to his room. It's on the 13th floor.
Oh,
Please
perfect.
follow me.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, the elevator's down, so we're going to have to walk up the stairs.
Okay. Not a problem.
All right, so however long it takes to walk up 13 flights of steps.
Jesus. So
You guys
is this the penthouse, or is this like
This is Blade Runner, man. These buildings are like 30 stories.
huge? Yeah, that's fair.
They're, what do they call them in Cyberpunk, Keesley? Star scrapers?
Yeah.
All right, so she leads you to the apartment unit labeled 1304. And inside, it's a slob. It's definitely a bachelor pad.
Ew.
Looks like a trap house almost. You could imagine guys doing music videos where they're doing that like arm thing.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this place is disgusting. Ugh, I'm so sorry, Detective.
Oh no, it's please, this is not your fault at all. Yeah, I'm sorry you guys have to deal with such a slob. To be honest, I know I shouldn't be casting judgment, but
I mean, slob is one thing. Thankfully, he's. I know he was charged for certain things, but he's been a decent enough patient here, so no complaints on that end. If he doesn't wash his sheets or throw away his food wrappers, that's we can live with that. I'm not a maid after all.
yeah, understandable. Excuse me, Mr. Lugar. This is Xavier with Los Angeles Police Department. Are you in here? I'd like to have a quick chat with you.
A long silence.
Interesting. It appears he's not here.
No, he's not. I'm sorry. If I see him, if he comes home, I'll leave a note on his file to say that LAPD is looking for him.
Yeah. Xavier is gonna roll. Damn, it isn't. I think I'm gonna roll. Ooh, okay. I think I'm gonna roll observation to see if I can catch a glimpse of something interesting.
All right, so I just need to know: are you just hanging out in like the doorway?
No. I did step in a little bit.
Right,
when
so
I
when you
announced
walk in,
myself.
she's like, so you have a search warrant, right?
I have a warrant for I don't have a search warrant. I'll be honest with you.
Is there why am I drawing a blank on it? Does there a warrant out for him?
There is a warrant out for him.
There is.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Yes.
Can you show it to me? It's not that I don't believe you, but my boss is going to ask me, and I'll need a copy of it, and tell them that I allowed you to search his apartment.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Can I roll I'm trying to figure out if I can roll like manipulation or something or
Sure.
Yeah,
That is the right skill.
yeah. All right, let's see if I can convince her that the warrant I have is real. It's totally not. All right.
Damn, 2 successes.
Nice. Like the Doctor Who.
Yeah, the psychic paper. Okay, let me give her. She's gonna roll an insight just to see if she can even make heads or tails of it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know these things well enough, but yeah, okay. Please go right ahead, but try not to make a mess or anything.
Yeah, I think that job's been done for me. But yeah, I'll try my best to be as respectful of the space as possible. I'm just.
Would you mind giving me a minute? I'm gonna have to call my manager and notify him that Charles has violated his parole. So I'll just be right down the hall. I'll just be right here. If you need anything, just and you see her get her own little. There's like a payphone in the hallway. She goes over to that.
Absolutely. As soon as she turns away, I do draw my firearm. We are dealing with the guy who dropped the bomb, right, on the LAPD. So, I'm gonna
Yeah.
be precautious. Yeah, and I think now, should I? Yeah, I don't know. Should I role play like Xavier walking around, or should I roll an observation to see if I?
You can do both. You will need
find
to roll
anything.
observation to find the clues.
Cool.
But
Yeah, I'll go ahead and roll observation.
go ahead. Yeah, there's a lot of garbage here. It's pretty gross. And
Yeah,
you manage to sift through a lot of the crap, but you do find something that stands out to you as a clue. This is the only thing you find in the apartment.
I see. Sector 4, Chinatown. Neander Wallace. Interesting. July 12th. Huh. What's the current date?
That was yesterday.
Interesting. So that lines up with the attack on the station.
Are you gonna take a photo of it and tell your teammates?
Yeah. I'm gonna take a photo, upload it as evidence, and share it with the rest of the team. All right, everyone. I found something interesting. Yeah, clearly this is a man who's unstable and has been radicalized. Yeah, we see here this flyer. Yeah, if you guys notice the date, lines up with the attack. Yeah, is this all I'm gonna find in the apartment? Should I keep looking, or
That's everything.
all right? In that case, I'm gonna holster my weapon, my sidearm, and I'm gonna step out, and I'm gonna thank the kind lady, and I'm gonna hand her my card in case she sees Charles Lugar again, and to notify me when that happens. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Of course.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. The charges against Charles Lugar are actually quite serious. He's a suspect in an investigation with the bombing that occurred at the LAPD station.
She covers her mouth with her hands. Oh my, that's awful. You see her eyes watering, tearing up.
Yeah, I don't mean to upset you, but I want you to take any necessary precautions, right?
Okay, I will. Thank you so much.
Of course.
We'll notify you if he shows up here. We'll notify you as soon as possible.
Excellent, and we'll send SWAT.
Okay. Will we be safe if he shows up? Do you think he'll bomb this place?
No. Are there any replicants? Are there any replicants in this building?
No, this is more of a rehab facility.
Yeah. Well, unless you're a replicant, I don't think you have anything to be afraid of, ma'am.
I'm not a replicant.
Yeah. Well,
said
then you have
way
nothing
too
to be
fast.
afraid of. Yeah. Right. Well, for your sake, I hope that's true.
She doesn't say anything. When she hears Kimiko's voice, she gets a little embarrassed. All right, moving on to shift 2. Where's everybody going shift 2 now? I know Case is going back to LAPD.
Yoko's gonna call the Digi to see if she can get the information about the handler from dispatch.
Which handler?
Styles' handler.
Okay. Yeah, it's like connecting. The Los Angeles Police Department employee assigned to, I'm drawing a blank on Styles' unit model number, but let's say it was his model number, is Harold Bryant.
Okay. Let's put it down.
I'm going to need his information, please.
Sure thing. Sending it to your KIA now.
And she's going to relay the information to Kimiko and say, I suggest we go speak with Mr. Bryant.
BRI or BRYANT?
Bryant.
Harold Bryant is.
All right.
I agree. Let's go.
All right, we can do that first then. All right, so who drove?
Not Yoko.
Are there Ubers? Can we take an Uber? Because
It wouldn't be an Uber, it'd be public transportation, but the answer is yes. Although if you choose to take that, you have to roll at connections. Else you get stuck in traffic. If you take your spinner, you get there automatically.
and that's a driving roll, right?
No, only when you're in combat.
Oh, okay, yeah, let's Yoko-san, let's go take we can take my spinner. It's okay.
Thank you, Kimiko. I detest driving.
But I hate public services, public driving more.
You follow the address, you put the GPS in your LAPD spinner GPS, and it takes you to the LAPD residence apartments.
Okay, she's gonna lead the way to Mr. Bryant's unit.
All right, you guys get there.
Do you want to try again, Yoko-san?
Well, hopefully he answers and we don't have to resort to less elegant measures. And she will gently knock on the door.
Who is it?
God.
This is Yoko with the Rep D-Tech unit.
A Blade Runner. Ah, hang on. Here. The whine of like a leather seat, or like an old lazy boy. You hear loud footsteps approach the door. You hear like a couple of chain locks, and then a couple of deadbolts, and then the door opens. And you see an elderly, heavy-set man. Ah, ladies, what can I do for you?
May we come inside? We need to speak to you about a sensitive topic.
Oh, what's this all about?
She's
a
going
warrant?
to say, we're not here to search your premises. We're here to have a conversation with you, sir. But if you'd rather speak down at the station,
Well,
I'm
sure. Yeah, we can go down to my cubicle down there while we're at it. Thanks. Give me a ride
why
there.
don't we all
My
do
shift
that?
doesn't. Yeah, my shift doesn't start for another couple hours. But I figure you can drive me. We can carpool.
Yes, I think, and we can have a lovely conversation while we drive. And it just details about some friends that you might know. Nothing too.
And if you'd also like to explain to Deputy Chief Holden why you're wasting our time about a very important case, I'm sure he'd
They're
be
all
delighted
important.
to have a conversation with you.
Oh, they're all important. Trust me, as the former police chief myself, I know that they're all important.
Uh-huh.
Oh, they didn't tell you? Harry Bryant? Yeah, I was the police chief back in the 2020s.
I see.
That's very impressive.
She
At least
doesn't
you
look
must-
impressed.
That must mean you have very much. That must mean you have a lot of knowledge about some of the questions that we might want to ask you.
Well, sure, but
Especially,
if you're giving me a free ride to work, who passes up that sort of thing?
Yuksa, is there any reason why we do not want to go back, or do we want to? I think having
This
him,
is an extremely urgent and time-sensitive matter.
I'm sure they all are.
She's going to try to persuade him.
Okay.
So I will roll manipulation.
Oh, very nice.
Hey, all right, since you asked me so nicely. All right, ask the questions. Come on, Anna. You want a cup of Joe?
That would be great.
Or you want some tea? I got Jasmine.
Oh,
Jasmine
lovely.
sounds lovely.
He waddles into his kitchenette and starts boiling some water.
She will take a seat at the table.
All right, so tell me, what skin job killed somebody this time?
Well, it's one of yours, apparently. Mr. Stiles. He was supposed to be your informant, or whatever it is that you call these assets.
Yeah, I'm going to say your instincts might be in the right direction, but you're wrong about Styles. I got it. On good authority that he's working an angle that my badge won't allow me to work myself.
He was seen at the crime.
Can you
And weren't you as well?
I wasn't a getaway driver or a sniper.
Funny that a sniper could be on the premises when the sniper rifle was across a few blocks away. Now, isn't that something?
She just looks at him flatly.
Unless those Nexus 8s knew how to teleport. I'm going to say you're barking up the wrong tree. And then he hands you the jasmine tea. A little
there a
too
reason-
abruptly, and it kind of splashes out.
Is there a reason why his apartment is empty?
Shouldn't be empty. But I'm guessing I don't know. Yeah, if it's empty, that's news to me. So,
Well, we were just there, and it's completely vacant, except for she's going to show him the card. Does this mean anything to you?
oh yeah, that's that old freaking net cafe.
Net Cafe?
Yeah, it's in Chinatown, Sector 4.
The Styles like to hang out around there?
I don't really take him as a tech savvy fella.
Is there anything you can tell us about this angle that he's working?
I can't say too much because frankly I just don't trust the two of you. But I'll tell you that I wouldn't eat barbecue anytime soon.
She raises a brow as she looks at him.
Also, and he kind of walks to his, or not kind of, he walks to his coffee table, or his, where his lazy boy was, and he comes back to the table where the two of you are, and he's like, did you manage to get a look at the new Kill magazine? Hot off the presses.
No, I haven't
slaps
had
this
the
down.
time.
Oh, it's a real doozy.
Well, I dare say he will have egg on his face soon.
Jill Schuyler? Oh, I'd pay to see that.
She nods. Expect a retraction soon.
Oh, Kill Magazine don't do retractions. They just call it a conspiracy theory.
Well, this time they might be right, but she shrugs and sips the tea.
He's going to look at Kimiko. You got that deer in the headlights look. You a rookie?
Mortician. I was dragged in because people have been. This case has been very hard on them. But if I may ask, is Styles not supposed to be deactivated?
Hell no.
Is he not a role model?
Of course he is, but with him, we got 1 foot into the rep resistance. The replicant underground. Only a fool would decommission a guy like that.
Are you sympathetic to the rep resistance?
Listen, I don't really give a shit one way or the other. But I got to be the guy. If people come asking about it, I'm the guy with the answers. I'm the guy who has the stuff they need. You know, they used to call me, guys like me, skimmers. But that's just a dirty word.
I agree. Everybody, I do. I think it's very valuable to have all this information.
Hey, I like you.
I'm very glad that you've been helping us so far. We just want to make sure that everybody is safe. This headline is very disturbing, to say the least. But if you do have more information, especially if you can share with us Skinner's angle, maybe working together, it'll just be faster. You know how it is. All these important cases, one less one to do is more things that we can focus on, yeah?
Hey, I mean, if there's chinning in it, sure, I'll help you out.
Kimiko looks at Yoko. You have any?
She shakes her head.
We are poor.
Yeah, aren't we all?
I don't know.
What's that old saying? If you're not rich, you're little people.
All right, 1 second. I'm just going to have to take care of my cat.
Well, I'm gonna get changed, so if that ride to the precinct is still open, I'll definitely take you on it, but if not, you can see yourselves out. And he waddles to his restroom.
Kimiko will go to Yoko and whisper, Do you want me to take him to the precinct and you can search his home while he is not here?
He's clearly well connected. It won't do us any good. But at least he shed some light, although I don't entirely trust his information.
I wouldn't either. Somebody that's been around this long wouldn't easily share everything. What do you want to do next?
Styles risked a lot to help the replicants, and now all of a sudden he's a traitor in their midst. Something doesn't pass the smell test here.
I do not think that a traitor is the right word. An informant. You can still inform on things without being a traitor. Because we don't know exactly what the angles are and what they want to accomplish. If he is doing extreme things, it could be to ingratiate him to the resistance.
Styles was the Resistance before.
Do you think he's a
And,
triple
well-
agent?
He very well could be.
Uh,
We know what the law says about the Nexus 7s. Or I mean the 8s. So. She sighs and says, I suppose let's wait for him to take him to the station. Maybe he'll feel more chatty on the way to there.
I think so too. I think it's good to have him on our good side, or to be on his good side.
She nods.
All right, with that, we're going to switch back to Case and Benebatch. Benebatch, are you going to go with Case to LAPD, or are you going to go follow another lead?
I guess. Do we have like an actual like? I guess like. Well, I guess I can. Yeah, I'll call the hotline, try and get information on ramp.
Okay. Yeah, the Digi gives you the street address for on-ramp. It looks like it's actually a business called Cafe Masala. And that inside of the cafe, there's also a net cafe called the on-ramp. It's in Sector 4, Chinatown.
Okay. And that's where that flyer was pointing.
Yeah.
Yomp.
Hey, so if you and Xavier want to meet up,
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right, in that case, I will get to you guys, but I'm going to do Case really quick at LAPD with this butcher. All right, Case, you arrive at LAPD. The guy you apprehended, he's not putting up any resistance or anything. He's compliant. When you get him in and process him, it is revealed his name is Enrique Nieves. He does have a criminal record of aggravated assault and dismemberment of a corpse.
Oh, so he does this all the time.
Well, he's done it enough to get caught.
Okay. Like, yeah, bro, it's just my thing. Like, it's like what I like to do. Cut people up.
They call me the Snowy Butcher, man.
Okay. Are there any results for any of like the samples that Benebatch collected? Like was it like blood and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, it's being processed, actually. If you want to interrogate this guy, you could go to the morgue or whatever, the lab, and check it out.
Is it either or? Either I like interrogate this guy or I check out that evidence?
No, it'll be like while you're interrogating him, the evidence is being processed. So.
Okay, yeah, sure. I wasn't sure. So like, would he be in an interrogation room? I assume a shift is like a couple hours. So like,
yeah.
just be sitting in the interrogation room. I ask him a couple questions. I leave. I go check up medical.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Medical shit. I'm back. Okay,
Yeah, and
cool.
he does not have he has like a public defender with him.
Okay. All right. Well, after he's immediately processed, and I guess he gets time to like talk to his lawyer privately, right? All that sort of thing.
I'm gonna say yes, but I don't really know a lot.
He's a person.
I don't know a lot about police procedures, so we'll just say whatever the normal expected thing is. That's the way we do it.
Yeah, sure. I mean, shit, dude. All I've seen is like fucking CSI or Homicide. Yeah, I'll go in and talk to him. When we first bring him in, I'll be like, okay, so you have your lawyer. Is there anything you want to tell me about what was going on underneath the barbecue restaurant?
Hey man, I was just chopping up those pigs. Ain't nothing illegal about that.
Where did all the clothes come from?
I don't know.
So they're there when you get into work?
Yeah, that's just like a storage room or something. I think they said it used to be like a thrift store. Remember, you can use manipulation at any point.
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay. Are you the only person who works there?
Sure.
Who owns it?
I don't know, but I tell you, my manager, El Jefe, his name is George.
George.
George, not Jorge.
No, he's a güero, so I call him George.
Because you said that so like you stressed it so like George. So I was like, oh, okay, this guy must be white as hell.
Yeah, his last name's like MacArthur or something. I don't know. He don't really come by too often, but that's the name on the checks.
George MacArthur. Okay. And so you're the only person who works there. How many customers do you get normally?
Well, I'm the only guy. I'm the only butcher they got. They got some girls that work up in the front and sell the food. And yeah, we get some good business, mostly on weekends and like after the bars close.
Okay. And so how many other people work at this place?
Shit, man, I don't know. They got some college students that work up in the kiosk. Maybe 4 or 5 of them.
And nobody does cleaning? Nobody cleaned up that storage room?
That ain't my job. I don't fucking know. Sometimes I'm only there in the mornings in my shift that you caught me on. And sometimes when I come, they clean and there's new meat there. But you'll never see my ass with a broom or mop.
Interesting. So this meat comes in on a truck?
I don't know. It's there when I get in. The only thing I do know is they got Gutierrez Farm. They got like little stickers that say Gutierrez Farm.
Interesting. How long have you been working at this place?
I don't know, maybe 9 months.
Do you know somebody named Richards?
No. That a last name or a first name?
Last name.
No, I don't know nobody named Richards.
Who made the password to open the staircase?
Yeah, that was one of the things George sent me when I first got hired. I don't know, some Billy Black guy or something. It's some old story or something like that.
Very creative guy.
Shit, I don't know. But yeah, that's what George, he said, always write in the password and you can get in. So I don't even think about it no more. I just say it and I go in. But yeah.
Okay. Well, unless there's anything else you want to tell me, I'm going to step out for a minute and I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm going to step outside of the room and... Is anybody else watching this or no?
Is anybody else watching you?
No. Yeah. I mean, like, is anybody else in the party with me presently? I think I'm by myself, right?
Yeah, I think you're by yourself. Yes.
Okay, cool. I'll go down to the medical thing. Like, what's up with the blood? Is it people blood?
Yeah, Coco's there. He's saying it's definitely not pork.
Yeah,
he's
I didn't
got
think.
like the meat. He's got like a slab of meat on like a microscope, and it's like that scene in 2049 where they're looking at the bone. It's like, yeah, that's human all the way. And look right here, you see? And he points to like a serial number. That's it's actually replicant.
Is all the meat that we recovered replicant meat?
This is the second sample I've gone through. They have both been synthetic human meat, replicant meat. I'll go through all of them just to be thorough, but my assumption is probably that they're all going to be replicant.
Well, all right. I figured as much. While I'm out of the room, does anybody have some questions for this Enrique man that I can ask him?
I can't think of anything.
Yeah. I can't believe you can eat replicants.
Benebatch, you got any questions?
Not that I can think of.
Yoko, you got any questions?
I don't.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I'll go back into the interrogation room.
All right. Yeah, he's still sitting there.
And I'm looking through his list of like priors or whatever. Okay, so couple arrests previously. Says something here about dismembering a human. What's that all about?
Well, it was dismembering a corpse. Well, shit. All right, you already got me. Yeah, I was dating this girl, but she fucking cheated on me, so I grabbed her cat and I just chopped it up and sent it to her.
Ugh. Did that to a cat?
Yeah. Figured what better way to get at that fucking bitch.
I guess that's one reason.
Hey, man, that was a long time ago. All right.
Sure. So what, this pork that you get, what condition does it arrive to you in?
It's
Is
fresh.
it like a whole pig, cold?
No, it's all been, yeah, it's been processed. Give me an observation or insight on that one. This dude's lying through his teeth.
Wait, was that right? Should I have rolled 3 dice or no?
If you just clicked roll, then that's fine.
Oh, okay, no, I hit advantage. My bad.
All right, well,
Do you want me to re-roll or no?
no, we'll just say that you only got 2 successes instead of 3, which is still a pass.
Okay, cool. Okay, so when the pig gets here, it's already butchered. So then what do you do all day?
I chop them up.
And typically, like, how big are these? How much meat do you process for one slab? I don't really know too much about butchering.
I do a lot.
No, but for like one pig.
I don't know, maybe 120 pounds.
It's a very small pig.
I mean, like 230 pounds.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, what people don't know is they weigh a lot less when you wash the mud off of them.
Pigs can weigh up to like 300 to 400 pounds, especially when they're in butchering age. 200 is like way too low to be butchered. That's like a waste of meat.
Who said that?
Oh, it's just one of my associates, but she does.
Yeah, well, she don't know shit.
I don't know. She is a doctor. She knows a lot about it.
She calling me a liar?
You're either a liar or you don't know how to use a scale. And I don't know which is worse if you're a butcher.
Hey, come here and say it to my face. Don't say it on the fucking phone.
Come down to the LAPD and I'll say it right to your face.
Well, I'll be waiting here then, bitch.
Let's. Oh, buddy. But she does. I don't know. I mean,
And then his public defender's like, hey.
What?
Don't have that kind of have that tone with the police officer. Just be compliant.
It's
Answer their questions.
it simple outburst. We're professionals here. Just like my friend.
My client, it says here he's a reformed citizen, so you shouldn't be having these outbursts, especially towards the female employees of the LAPD.
Yeah, you really shouldn't be. Well, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. You sure that was pig that you were butchering? You know your meat?
Now he just puts his hands under his armpits and he's just like looking at the ground. He's just like, yeah, that's what I said it was. So that's what it is.
Because my lab guy, Coco, he's really, really good at this kind of stuff, and it's not pig.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. But he's like, shaking one of his legs.
I mean, aren't you at all interested in how I do the password? Maybe you have questions for me.
You see him, he's mulling it over in his head. Well, how did you know?
I found it written on a flyer for your place. It was in the apartment of a dead man. Pretty wild, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I heard them say dead men tell no tales, but I guess that's a lie.
Where'd you hear that?
Yeah,
Pirates of the Caribbean?
Hell yeah.
I mean, it's weird on this note. I found the password. It said, "Talk to Enrique." So, I don't know. Sure you don't know anything about these dead bodies?
It was Doug, wasn't it? Fuck that guy. I let that guy borrow fucking $20. He never paid me back. This is what he fucking says. Go talk to Enrique. Yeah, when I find that fucking guy, I'm gonna fucking kill his ass.
Doug, is like the old friend of yours or something?
Hey, don't act smart, cop. Doug Richards, it's that fucking guy you tried to get me on earlier.
Oh, so you do know Richards. Okay, how long have you known him?
Since I started working at Pearls Before.
About 9 months. Interesting.
Yeah, I bet you weren't even alive, skin job. Ain't that some shit? What were you back then? Just parts? Some goop?
Aren't we all?
Hey, shit, but I came out of my dad's fucking dick. What about you?
I don't really know. Haven't really looked into it.
Yeah, well, I don't got nothing else to say to you. So if you want to go find somebody, go find George.
What's George's last name?
MacArthur.
George MacArthur. George MacArthur. You know where he lives?
Nope.
Do you know who would?
Nope. Maybe you guys got a record of him. Find out who's got the lease on the Pearls Before.
Maybe. Well, I'll do some thinking. Before I go, I was just wondering, what do you think of skin jobs? replicants such as myself.
Babe, you know, you're not real.
What makes you say
everything else? You're just like everything else. You're not real. You're about as real as the fucking scop they sell in the scop dogs down the street. You're as real as an animoid cat.
It's good talking to you, Enrique. I'm sure we'll talk again. Good luck beating the charges. I hope your public defender is up to the task.
You see him, he's sweating. He's like, fuck.
And I mean, it's probably going to be, I don't know, probably life. Do we still do the death penalty in California? I don't know. Well, you guys can figure that out.
Yeah, the public defender's sweating bullets. As soon as he started mouthing off, you saw him being like, shut up. Don't say anything. Do not answer that. All right, with that, we will switch to the final scene of the night.
Why'd you
Benebatch.
ask for me? Why'd you ask for me if you weren't going to follow my
real.
instructions?
He's like, I was 1 day from retirement, too.
I'm waiting for my lawyer. All right, now, eat shit, cops. Like, I got a lawyer. I can talk all the shit I want now.
Real. You guys found his buttons, and he couldn't resist.
Kimiko really wanted to say some shit, but she's like, nope, it's his. It's like, just hold back. Fucking
Oh,
asshole.
in the future, always interject if you want to.
No, she got real fucking worked up when he was like ragging on her replicant friends. So
It's all right.
it was only gonna escalate shit, and that is not a good idea.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that scene's over. Have fun playing these fucking maniacs.
You're a little too good at them.
Well, it's really hot in the office, so maybe that's adding to it. All
Just
right,
start Oh, sorry,
turn
go
on the fucking AC. Final scene of Benebatch and Xavier heading to Cafe Masala.
Side note, there's actually a Cafe Masala where we live, and it's making me really want Indian food.
Not surprised.
Always get Indian food.
Mm.
It's so good.
Yeah, there was one time me and Crash got dosa. That shit was bomb.
Palaki
Yeah.
is so good too.
Yeah. You know, I'm quite partial to a good biryani.
Oh, biryani, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, Shahi Paneer.
Mm.
So good.
You guys aren't helping.
All right, so yeah, you guys land your spinners. You find parking and you make your way into Cafe Masala. It's very, very cramped and narrow. It's actually more, it could probably be better described as a hallway. So there are like tables and seats, and then like the kiosk where you orders in the back. And in here it's not in the photo, but there'd be like computer terminals in the walls and stuff.
Xavier's gonna take a walk around. He is gonna grab a coffee. He is in fact gonna order a coffee.
I'm gonna judge him harshly. What kind of coffee does Xavier drink?
Xavier's gonna, he's just gonna get a double shot of espresso.
Oh, my man.
Sugar, no cream. He's gonna add some sugar, but
Can I have a vanilla frappuccino?
well, it depends. What season is it? Is it winter? Is it summer?
Bummer.
Oh, if it's a hot summer, nah, he'd probably get a nice latte if that was the case.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, double espresso's bomb. And they give you a mineral water or whatever, sparkling water with it.
I'll make a little espresso tonic if he wants. But yeah, he's as he's walking up though, he is I'm gonna roll an observation. I'm gonna see if I see anything that I don't know, stands out, anything that might remind me of that flyer I saw. That's really what Xavier's looking out for. He knows he's in the sector where that kind of extremist activity is
Yeah, don't forget Benebatch is here with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Benebatch.
So we could both roll, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, keep an eye out, Benebatch.
What are you doing? Are you ordering anything, Benebatch?
Yeah, I'm gonna get a curry and a vanilla frappuccino.
Nice. All right. They give you the frappuccino right away, but they say, the curry's going to take a couple minutes. And they give you one of those little number cards that's like on the metal. It's like a little stand with like a hook. You can just sit wherever. And also, you get a 30-minute credit for any of the computer terminals while you eat. You may also roll observation if you'd like to scope out the location, Benebatch. Yeah, so behind the where you order, like near, like let's say that by this door it kind of goes off into like a side hallway. There'd be like where the restrooms are, and then you notice like another door. It's like it also has like an intercom, like apartment intercom sort of thing.
Like someone's got a, what's the password type shit. Okay. You see anything interesting down there, Benebatch?
Yeah. See a sus looking door.
I don't know. How do you want to go about this? I guess we should wait for our food, your food first, right? Before we
just then
go breaking down any doors.
Maybe your stomach gurgles like he's a anime girl. You gonna get me food?
Or I mean, we can take care of this quick.
Yeah, I think if I'm gonna have to order some food. I'm not gonna lie, man. It's been a long day. Cigarettes and coffee can only do so much.
Yeah, cigarettes, coffee, and Indian food are stomachs.
You're gonna be so nice.
I'm sure it's a dream come true.
Yeah.
God, I'm hoping we get a good payoff for this setup.
Yeah. Hey, the sewage system here is built tough, so.
Oh no!
All right, Xavier,
Yeah,
what kind of food you order?
Xavier is gonna. Yeah, no, actually, yeah. He's gonna get chicken tikka masala. He's even more basic than butter chicken. Yeah. Butter chicken's too spicy for him.
Oh my god. All right, so yeah, they give you a number card as well, and they tell you the same thing. Yeah, see, we'll bring the food out, but help yourself. You get a 30-minute credit for any of the computers.
Xavier walks over to Benebatch and sort of in a low voice says, "Hey, maybe we should check out some of these computers, see if we can find anything on them before we check this door out."
Sounds like a good plan.
Cool. So Xavier walks over to one of the computers. Would I log in with that card they gave me?
Yeah, and then it asks for like your username or password, and on the card it says like it has like an auto-generated username and password, like a temporary one.
Cool. So I use that to log in.
And then it's just like Windows 98 and like AIM Messenger.
Okay. So it's low it's old tech, so it's more vulnerable. Should I roll a tech to see if I can
Find the mainframe on the back door. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir. All right.
All right, yeah, so you do the, what is it, F11?
Yeah, the BIOS screen, yeah.
And then you get the hunch to check some of those keywords that Benebatch found.
Cool.
You remember those keywords?
I don't. Benebatch, what were those keywords you found earlier? Can you remind me?
Cuckoo, shepherd, on-ramp, eagle eye.
Okay, cuckoo, shepherd, on-ramp, eagle eye.
Yeah, you do whatever the equivalent of like the control
Global
F is.
search.
Yeah, global
Yeah.
search. And one, I'm gonna say two results pop up, but one of them is like it has like a higher probability match. If you guys grab the little arrow at the bottom right, you'll be able to zoom in.
Cool. Perfect. Yeah, because I was like...
That's very small, yeah.
Benebatch, check it out. I found a chat log.
You want to read it to your teammates so they can...
Yeah. Can I also can I take like a vertical panoramic, like a vertical like picture? But yeah, I'll read it out loud. All right, so it seems to be a conversation between two people. One with the username 793 and the other one with the username Cuckoo. Let's see. Confirmed with the handler. This is 793. She has been switched. Then Cuckoo says, "What does that mean?" 793 says, "The original's whereabouts are unknown." Then we have another user named Shepherd. "My thinking is Wallace has her." That's what they say. Cuckoo says, "Which one?" Shepherd says, "Original." 793 also got intel that the replacement will be giving a speech at the policeman's award ceremony. Cuckoo says, "Ouch, that must sting." Shepherd says, "Who else has this intel?" At 793. 793 says, "No one yet." Shepherd says, "At Cuckoo, reach out to your guys." Cuckoo replies with the question mark. Shepherd says, "At the on-ramp." Cuckoo says, "Ooh, roger that." Let's see. Sorry, I scrolled. I lost where. Yeah. 793 says, "My intel also informed me that Quasars will be catering the event." I don't know if I read that right. Shepherd says, "That's a stroke of good luck." 793 says, "And that Sorrentino Security will be handling security." Shepherd says, "Also good. I know of someone who works for them." Cuckoo replies, "You know everyone at Shepherd." 793 says, Can your contact be trusted?" Shepard says, not one bit. Guy's a scumbag, a human supremacist. 793 says, of course he is. Cuckoo, I'm sorry, we're not all like that. 793 says, at Shepard, reach out to your contact. At Cuckoo, make sure you take the job at the policeman's award ceremony. Cuckoo says, Roger. Shepard says, consider it done. 793 says, I will pick you both up at the rendezvous spot on the night of the ceremony. No contact until then. 793 then proceeds to log out. Cuckoo says, bye. Ah, she left. Shepard says, start taking this seriously at Cuckoo. Shepard out. Shepard logs out. Cuckoo says bye-bye, and then Cuckoo logs out. That's the end of the chat log. Interesting. So this is
Cuckoo seems like the easiest target to go. Cuckoo seems like the easiest target to get to crack.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, you were saying something. Was that Benebatch? Who was that?
Oh, I think that was me.
Oh, that was you? Okay.
Who was the person in the conversation that said we're not all like that?
Let's see. That was Cuckoo.
Yeah, I'm thinking Cuckoo's the waiter.
Yeah, 793 is a female, right? Because when they left, Cuckoo said, she left, right?
Yes. Yep. Yeah. 793 is also their 793's little icon or profile picture. Damn, it's too small. I can't tell, but it is a person. I can't tell if that is
I have them
a woman or not.
Yeah, another thing that popped up in your search where, like, if you were to click on the, just like in Discord, you would see them. So you wanted 793s?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. That does appear to be a woman. So
Did you want to look at the other two as well?
yeah, can I get the and I'll take pictures of those and upload them in the KIA. Cuckoo. A bird.
And Shepard was a picture of a sheep.
Yes. I guess all very fitting.
Well, it's also kind of telling of their like mental state and like their intention when choosing the name, you know, like and how they think of themselves.
Yeah. Absolutely. Huh. Who is this wonder who this Sorrentino security contact was.
How are you gonna look into that one?
Huh. I guess we can see if any of their employees has, check if there's any records of them harassing replicants, considering Shepard called him a human supremacist. That's when we can look into that.
Yeah, but like when I'm asking where, are you going to check LAPD database?
Yes. Yeah, I was going to check. Yeah, or I guess I could check Sorrentino. But I think LAPD's database would be the easiest.
You have a teammate who's at LAPD right now. HQ.
Yeah. Yeah, anyone at HQ, do you mind looking into that? Looking into Sorrentino and seeing if anyone employed by them has a history with harassing replicants or human supremacist activities.
Yeah, Charles Luger.
Okay. Interesting. I thought he was unemployed, but I guess that must have been during the attack at the policeman's award ceremony.
Can I do a search of LAPD, whatever, to see if anything else comes up? Off the top of my head, Charles Luger is a human supremacist. It would seem.
Yeah, I wonder if we have any employment history. I mean, yeah, I'm sure that. Yeah. But it does line up.
Okay. What would it be a check to search, or would I
You just have to RP how you how you use the future retroist tech, and I DM'd you the intel you get.
Okay. All right. So it's not Luger, because Luger has never worked for security, but Douglas Richards has. And Richards was the uniform that Stiles was wearing at the night of the shooting. Is that correct? Am I relaying the information I received correct? Okay, cool.
Interesting.
Did you relay all the info I gave?
I have not. For the is this all info for the security company?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. So the owner of the security company is George MacArthur. The founder is Emilio Sorrentino. Douglas Richards was employed by the security company. So George MacArthur is who supposedly owns this barbecue restaurant, Pearls Before Swine. Emilio is the butcher that we have in custody.
Enrique.
Oh no, my bad. But George MacArthur, presumably, same guy.
Yeah. Kimiko and Yoko, anything either of you want to chime in? Any questions?
Not that I can think of.
No, not really.
Any thoughts on the chat log?
Yeah. Anything you guys want me to reread again? Seeing so many coincidences then that I don't think are coincidences, but I can't make anything out of it yet.
If you lick your back, I'm gonna put the cone on.
All right. If nothing else, then the cliffhanger I'm gonna leave you guys on is Benebatch and Xavier, as you guys are eating your Indian food and drinking your coffee, you hear from in front, like it's around the corner from where you guys are sitting, but you're still within earshot. It's where that back door is. You hear someone say "Eagle Eye," and then the door unlock. You hear them walk through and then close. And that's what I'll leave you guys with.
Ooh,
Oh. Shit.
neat.
Damn. And the bathroom's out of order.
You start feeling that rumble.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Rumble in the Bronx.
Yeah.
Let me let's do IP or whatever it's called in this game. Improvement, no. Humanity points and promotion points. IP.
Yeah, this was a really I feel like we really did a lot of detectiving this one.
Yeah, well done.
Did we get all the we got all the intel, all the clues?
Yeah, like I was I hope you guys are aware that I won't let you leave a location without getting everything. Unless it's like obvious, you guys fucking failed.
Oh.
But I'll always leave you with you feel like you maybe should come back.
Okay.
So did we confirm who Shepard was? Are we assuming that Shepard is Styles?
Would that make sense? I'm not good at these kind of puzzles.
Yeah.
Because here's one thing. He would help replicants get to the moon bus. That's an instance of shepherding. The lamb profile pic is white, and he is a white man. Two, or three is beep. Shepard says, "Guy's a scumbag, a human supremacist." So the security contact is Richard. That's the guy that they're talking about who's a scumbag. Right?
Yes.
Cool. And then pick you both up. Shit. They left in a cab, right? Did we see them getting into a metro cab on the security footage when they left the building, or did we just see them leave?
Wait.
I think they got into a cab.
I will answer that, but I want everyone to speak what they remember.
Wait. Is this after the attack at the police ceremony, or are we talking about like the bombing? This is the police ceremony, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you remember, the police ceremony happened July 12th, and the chat log is dated June 26th.
Wow, so like a few weeks. 2 weeks.
And remember, Kimiko and Coco, they did a time of death estimate on Richards' body.
Mm-hmm.
And he had been dead for a couple weeks.
Okay.
But to answer your question, which, no, they left in a unidentified spinner.
Okay. So
Oh, I thought
793. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sure that 793 was the person that was driving that spinner.
Yeah. Does 793 have any significance to any of you? I don't know. Because, you're talking about Shepherd and Cuckoo. Like, there's some significance to the usernames they're all using. So 793 should have some significance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could be someone who's just so replicant they refuse to use a regular name.
True. True. That's a good point.
Yeah, Keesley, what do you think?
I don't know. My brain just kind of died in the last 20 minutes.
Oh.
Who are all the women that we
Rip your
know?
brain.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I get it.
But you should
can
still
form-
ask the question.
I was going to ask who are all the women that we know, and if we can place 7, 9, and 3 into anything, like an address, a phone number, or even like what do you call it? It's like stanzas, because they've been using like poetry.
Oh. Huh. I'm looking at my notes, and I think, during the waiter investigation, something about 793 Eagle Eye, right? That's what we got. Was that on, yeah.
Who is Charlotte Delaney? Is that the Wallace handler?
Yeah.
Okay. So whoever 793 is, they have some kind of connection to Charlotte Delaney. It's at the beginning of the chat log, confirmed with the handler, she has been switched.
Yeah, and they're talking about the mayor, right?
Yeah, or 793 has... They know somebody who is close to Charlotte Delaney.
Ah, okay. Damn.
All right. Well, I think I gave you guys enough to chew on for the next 2 weeks. So let's do some. No,
We're over here thinking hard as shit. Like,
no, that's good. That's great.
There's a bunch of different times when we play this game where I'm like, damn. I know there's something I'm gonna think of later, and I just I got to get all my questions out.
Yeah, please do now. And again, don't forget, if you guys think of any thoughts or come to any revelations, please add them to the Miro board, because I'm sure we'll forget between now and next time we play.
Yeah.
Think any thoughts? Got it.
Especially you, Keesley. I think that once your brain's active, it'll be like Limitless with Bradley Cooper.
You flatter me.
She's gonna see everything.
Just gonna remember something she heard when she was half paying attention to something. Anyway, all right, promotion points. Found one or more clues that led to real progress in the investigation.
definitely.
Yeah.
Revealed one or more fugitive Nexus 8 replicants and reported them to the RDU.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Apprehended one or more suspects or fugitives.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Stopped one or more serious crimes from being committed.
Yes. He stopped feeding people replicants.
Okay. I accept that one. Uploaded at least one piece of important evidence to LAPD mainframe.
Mhm.
Yes,
Yes.
and Yoko even made a point to say, I'm going to upload that. Saved the life of another LAPD officer or performed some other heroic action. Like giving former police chief Bryant a ride to work.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say.
I mean, even the apprehension of that guy. What's his name? Enrique, whatever.
Enrique Snow.
We
Yeah.
probably even stopped at a Starbucks for the hint.
Yeah. Okay, so that's 5 so far. Reported one or more other player characters for some form of misconduct. And took a baseline
Yeah.
test. Yeah, not yet. Sometimes Xavier and Case be acting great. Took a
true.
baseline test and passed. No. All right, so everybody gets 5 promotion points. And for humanity, took a personal risk to help another person, human or replicant.
I don't think so.
Take your silence as a no. Okay, connected to someone, human or replicant, on a personal level.
I think Benebatch did with Yoko.
Yeah, when he was talking to his mustard stand, definitely.
Yeah. He made an impact.
That's great because I'm starting to like, geez, none of her teammates got her back. She hates all of them. What a lonely life. Okay, learn something significant about someone's life.
Just NPCs or
Could be anybody.
I
mean,
think
he
we learned
learned
a
that Richard Ramirez killed his girlfriend's cat.
Yeah, Night Star.
that was a dick move. Also the captain.
I mean, it was probably an animoid cat, but still.
Still. Yeah. Oh, you mean former police chief Bryant?
Yeah.
Would you learn about?
That he likes Jasmine tea, that he has an informant, and that he's willing to do whatever it takes to get the job done, even if it's working with illegal replicants.
All right, yeah. I accept that one. Okay, tried to talk someone down from committing a crime, no matter successful or not.
I don't think so.
Okay. Learn something that made them view the world differently.
Yoko.
Yeah, Yoko,
She
did
really
you?
sees the world differently after that.
She almost gave up on life after not being able
She
to
had a
put down a
moment.
door.
Refused to upload a piece of evidence to LAPD in order to protect someone. Refused to
putting
follow
everything in
orders
there.
because the character felt they were wrong.
Nope.
I'm hoping someday soon you guys might, but who knows?
We have been good soldiers.
Yeah. Have we been? I don't know, because we didn't really talk to any higher ups at the beginning of this, right? Like, we didn't talk to the chief or anything. Shit just kind of like happened, and now we've kind of just been running around like figuring things out on our own. So I feel like we haven't received explicit orders to disobey in the first place, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at.
Maybe that had been the session you weren't at, but the chief did talk to Yoko.
Oh, okay.
And we did talk to Quell as well.
Okay.
Yeah, he basically said Wallace, or under Wallace's thumb, so
I see. Okay.
exposing the corruption. Use their key memory and interacted with it in some way. Interacted with their key relationship. I don't think so. Although if Benebatch wants to add his mustard stain
Yes.
as one of his relationships in the future. Played one or more scenes of downtime. Nah. And failed a baseline test. Okay, so that's 5 humanity points for everybody.
We had downer time.
Damn.
Well, all right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you
You
for
guys are
hosting.
getting pretty close to the end. I think probably 2 more sessions and you guys will, but I mean, who knows? Next session, you guys might just barrel through it. So,
How many humanity points was that again?
3.
All right. Thank you.
And don't forget, I'm going to put on the mirror board. You guys are in day 3, shift 2, and then the reminder is day 3, shift 3. That's the replicant art gala.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, can replicants make art?
Yes, they're people.
I mean, I guess.
They are virtually indistinguishable from people. They just weren't born. They were assembled.
They might have been made from a test tube, but they're still people.
Yeah. That's the whole like moral. But for me, that's what makes Blade Runner so special, is because it's like, if you were just assembled, are you less human than if you were, made from an egg and sperm?
Or as Richard Ramirez said, came from Daddy's dick.
That is so anatomically incorrect.
Yeah. Bruh.
It's even worse because it was Humberto's voice.
Come on, I only know like 12 voices.
Like, never gonna look at Humberto the same way again. He's not so wholesome after all.
Oh no.
Tío Gregorio y Sobrino Crump, what are you guys doing? Come on, joven, let's go do some shit.
Hopefully not kill cats.
Yeah. I think we don't have any grandma.